Welcome to the channel. So one of my favorite guns I own is a Smith and Wesson 1076. Really love this gun. So when Smith and Wesson said they were coming out with the M&P in 10mm, I just had to have it. I actually had a XDM10, and it's okay. It's a nice gun. I really like that gun. But whenever this came out, I had to have it. Alright, let's go out there, let's shoot it some, then we'll come back in here and we'll go over some of the features of it, what you get when you buy it, and all that kind of stuff. Alright, so we got the M&P 10mm out on the range. Let's run some magazines through it and see how it does. This gun's a lot of fun. I think my dot's off just a little. I just co-witnessed it over or slaved it over the iron sights just to get it close. I'll have to sit down with a sandbag and get it right on. Well, still was able to hit it. See if I can get one of those little ones. Not too bad. Go reload my mags because I only got 2 with it and they're kind of hard to find right now. This gun's really pretty comfortable to shoot, surprisingly. I thought getting a 4-inch it might be a little snappier than it is. So this is 180 grain S&B full metal jackets. Thing shoots really well. Alright, we got this Underwood defensive ammo. I don't remember what the grain is. I'd have to look at the box, but some pretty hot stuff. Let's see what it does. Alright, let's go inside, go over some of the features of this, what you get when you buy it, and all that kind of stuff. See you in there. Alright, now we made it back inside. You can see that gun's just really a good shooter. I was really impressed with it. One of the things about it, this grip texture is extremely grippy. Super grippy would be the proper term, I believe. And it is maybe a little uncomfortable if you're carrying it inside the waistband without a t-shirt in between you and it. It's going to rub on you. But other than that, it's great for shooting it. It really holds it in place, even this 4-inch version. I started to get the 4.6 and I decided to go with the 4-inch and I really am glad I did. It's just basically, I mean, it's a compact, what they're saying, so it's basically about the same size as a Glock 19. The grip's a little bigger. Now I've ran 250 rounds to it since I've had it. I actually got this the Friday before I left for SHOT Show. So I really didn't have much time to shoot. I shot a couple mags then, and then I got back into the video yesterday and shot another 220 rounds. And I had 0 issues with it. I ran 20 of those rounds were the Underwood 180 grain bonded jacket hollow point. And that's running 1,300 feet per second. So this is some pretty hot stuff, and it was still very manageable even with it. Everything else was just like Blazer or S&B, stuff like that. Just some cheaper range ammo. Now as far as what comes with the gun when you get it, let's go over that. So it just comes in a regular cardboard box. You get 2 magazines. The gun, of course. You got your warranty cards. And it comes with your little optic mounting plates and the screws. Comes with the interchangeable back straps. Now it came with like the medium on it. And I ended up switching out to the small, even though I have huge hands. But it really just was more comfortable with the small, even with my hands. Comes with 3 of those. And of course your lock and just your paperwork. So it doesn't give you a whole lot. No hard case or anything like that. Now the mounting plates it comes with, they are all plastic, and I heard somebody say that they're making a metal one, someone is, but I'm not sure who, and I haven't heard much about that yet, so if you know, leave that in the comments below, because I wouldn't mind getting a metal mounting plate for it. Now as far as the features of the gun itself, it's got front and rear slide serrations, and they're plenty deep to give you a good, you can get a good purchase on them. It came with white 3-dot, they're calling them optic height sights, so they do co-witness with the optic fine. And I'm running a hollow sun on here. And I did go ahead and use some Swamp Fox optic screws from their screw pack they sell, because I know a guy who bought one and his gun is still at the shop because he used the Smith and Wesson screws and they sheared off. And I've heard several people talking about that, so I didn't even risk it. I just used the Swamp Fox screws that I had, and mine's been fine. Now, like I said, I got the 4-inch version. They also have the 4.6-inch version. And they also offer this with a thumb safety. If you choose to want a thumb safety, I absolutely did not. The slide catch on it is ambidextrous. The magazine release is swappable to either side. The trigger on this has Smith & Wesson's new flat face trigger, so it doesn't have that stupid hinge trigger like the old M&Ps had, and I had one of those years ago, and I absolutely hated that trigger. But this one has a nice, crisp, clean trigger. Came in right around 4 pounds. I think it was 4 pounds 1 ounce. But you can see the reset on it is very nice. The take-up, it's got a little take-up and then a wall break. Not too much over travel. It's just really a pretty nice trigger. Now the unloaded weight on this without the optic is right around 28 ounces. Like I said before, the grip texture on it's very aggressive, and I am running the small back strap even with my big hands, and it fits very comfortably in it. The magazines are metal 15-round mags, and right now I haven't had any luck finding any extra mags for it, so if you know where those are, leave that in the comments below, because I'd really like to have a few extra mags. As far as like the recoil on this, I was pleasantly surprised. It's really no worse than this much heavier 1076. I think a lot of it has to do with the grip texture, because these grips on these 3rd Gen Smiths were not real conducive to holding on to real tightly, and this has this real aggressive texture. So it was not uncomfortable at all to shoot. I ran those 220 rounds through it in just a matter of 15-20 minutes and had no issues whatsoever with it. I really don't have any real complaints on this gun, other than maybe if it would ship with metal plates for the sight. But other than that, I really don't have anything. It's been a great gun so far. I enjoy it. I think I'm going to start carrying it a little bit. I want to thank all y'all for sticking around this long. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, consider subscribing if you think I've earned it. And if you think someone else will get good out of this video, make sure you share it out. That helps more than anything. We'll see you on the next one.